Good afternoon. This is Friday. Simple Futures free video market update here for wrap up the week of September. Now, by the way, I was thinking about something too here today. You know, this is a 5-week cycle going between the September and October expirations. If you look back, you know, the September expiration was on the 16th. So we've got week 1 is the 23rd. Week 2 would be the 30th. Week 3 would be the 7th, next, of October. Then the 14th, and then the 21st for the 3rd week of October, 7, 14, and 21. So we got a 5-week cycle between the September and October expirations, which is actually kind of a big deal because, you know, it offers longer than average in time, which makes for more than average opportunity for dealer inventory to be taken on, which can make the then VIX expiration of the next VIX expiration on Wednesday prior to the next OPEX on October 21 or whatever quite the event, right? So just kind of remember that as we're getting started here. The week this week, it was, it was Fed week, and it was a bearish week, and all bearish objectives that we had laid out for this week were met and even exceeded. And like today, we're down 1.6% in the ES, and that's 60 handles, but yet that's 50 off the lows. So at one point, we're down 110 to close on, look at that, right on that second quant level. These things are amazing. Open of the week right there at about 38.90. First quant 37.70, 4.5 or whatever, and then 37.02, and that's where we close up the shop for the end of week, having been down to 36.60 at the lows here today, which on a price adjusted basis, this is important, I think, anyway, takes us back to retest the June lows. However, the June lows down here were actually, at the time, trading a September contract, and they traded down to 36.40, okay? Which takes these, or 39.40 anyway. So that gives us the December next week an opportunity to come down 20 lower than today's low and to test the price that the September traded at the lows when it was a September contract. Anyway, it's a thing. Just look, it's a crazy thing. It touched off on a price adjusted basis at the low, creating a 1, 2, 3 time bottom right there, which is a weak low. It's a poor structure that I have to think gets, maybe a little bounce and rolls, and we have targets for next week. First target that I would have you looking for would be those 36, call it 40s, which would be the old September price, but now trading in a December contract. All right, so long story short, I think I'm going to give it about a 37... right there, 37.55 over under to, i.e. overhead. Because, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is really pretty simple. We can overcomplicate it and say, well, we can let it come up here and then try to, but it's really pretty simple. Sell rallies. Period, end of story. I mean, that's it. Sell rallies. The Fed's told you what they're doing. They've told us what they're doing for a long time. And, they're cooling this market. They're going to continue to raise rates. It's going to continue to cool the market. They've gone from 47, like I told you, to September now, 95 or something billion a month in QT, doubling what it was while raising rates. So they're raising rates and, ratcheting up the QT, and they're intentionally, purposefully cooling this market. This is the wealth effect. They can damper this. And have you, slow your roll out there with the spending and try to, stem off some of the inflation. That's the fight. And so it's going lower. Sell rallies. It's pretty much that simple. But in trying to, find the next trade and then we'll try to let it, bid up here a little bit. Call it about 37.55 on a December basis. Keep and find hold overhead, and the first target that we're going to have for it, I think, next week is going to be resync this December contract with that old September pricing at the lows from June, which, by the way, is the year 21 low. Remember, at the time, not price adjusted, but just at the time, year 21 Jan opened 37.50, traded 36.50, and then traded all the way up to new all-time highs. So we're gonna go down and test the June lows on price, non-price adjusted basis to get it down to the 40s, and to simultaneously test those year 21 lows. And if I've got my way, we're going to extend through that, and we're going to trade down to ultimately we're going to get down in the 34s and sync up with the February of 20 highs, which was the high prior to the Black Swan COVID break, which took the market down to 22 some odd hundred or whatever. It was 3,400 trade at that time. It's my intention, thinking, plan, idea anyway, that we're at least going there. But it'd be nice to know when, of course. First, we got to worry about 36, then 35, then 3,400, and But look back at the February of 2020 highs and see the 3,400 trade, and you kind of look and think, well, wouldn't it make sense to come back and sort of touch off on at least that eventually? And if that's the case, then it's actually really pretty simple. It's sell rally, sell rally, sell rallies, and we just keep knocking it down one step at a time. So it's a good week. It was a good week. The only thing that did not go perfectly this week was we never traded up high enough to hit the ideal sell level that I really wanted to see for us all. In the early week videos, I wanted it up on the weekly pivot. Never quite had traded that high. The best that it did do was trade and sync with that old Thursday of prior week point of control at 36, and just died off from there. That's a pretty fair distance. That was 39, call it, for round figures, 40, traded 36, 60, which is almost 300 points. It's almost 300 points. It's a good 250 plus strong. It's almost 300. That was quite the deal. And compliments of Fed, of course. And they say, don't fight City Hall, don't fight the Fed. The Fed's telling you what they're doing. They've been open and transparent about it for a long time now, and they're telling you what you're doing, and they're going to keep doing it. They want the 10s. Look at the TNX. Look at the yield on the 10s. They're at 3.7. They want that at 4+ by the end of the year, and they got work to do to get that done. And with this last 75 bips on the rate adjustment, it's interesting that that's all it was. But that tells us something, doesn't it? It tells us that they're pushing this lower. And they know what they're doing, all right? They're pushing this lower, but they're not trying to crush it. They're selling calls. They're not buying puts. In other words, they're setting it down. They're not pounding it. They could pound it with a, hey, here's a surprise for you. How about a 1, 1.25, rate adjustment, something like that. That just absolutely spooks the market, and it goes, it's ugly. This was 75, 80 some odd percent was expecting that, so got that majority anyway, got that right. And it's setting down, not falling out of bed, right? So that's what the Fed evidently wants and is doing. They could surprise and really crash it, but it's not the intent. The intent is obviously to just settle this thing down. That's what it appears anyway. And with that, there's more work to do and be done, which means there's further to go. So sell rallies. And we'll see you next week. Till then, be good. Enjoyed it. Take care. It was a great week. We'll hope to have some of the same kind of fortune next week. Be good.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me